Hey friends, today's topic is Tang San vs Xiao Yan, two of the most iconic cultivation legends in Donghua history. We're diving deep into their powers across Soul Land V, Battle Through the Heavens, and the Great Ruler. Let's get started. Let's begin with Tang San. From the very start, Tang San was a genius in both martial arts and intellect. In Soul Land, he possessed twin martial spirits, the Blue Silver Emperor and the Clear Sky Hammer. These alone made him a prodigy, but his real rise begins when he reaches godhood. He inherits not just one, but two god positions, the Sea God and the Asura God. This dual inheritance gives him divine-level control over spiritual suppression, divine sea authority, time-space manipulation, destruction laws, and the terrifying Asura domain. The Asura God alone is considered one of the most feared gods in the Soul Land universe. Its ability to destroy divine consciousness and sever karmic links makes it more than just brute force. It's the power of divine law. In the final battles of Soul Land, Tang San could teleport, suppress weaker gods with his aura alone, and strike across dimensions. His physical body was god-enhanced, and with spirit bones and divine tools like the Sea God Trident, he was nearly untouchable. But his journey doesn't stop there. In Soul Land V, Tang San reincarnates for the third time, this time on the planet Falan. Even though he passes the Asura God position to Xiao Wu, he retains his divine insight, spiritual will, and partial Asura power. Within a short time, he recultivates to terrifying levels. He manipulates divine laws, controls space with thought, and obliterates enemies using Asura intent. His cultivation isn't just about strength, it's about mastering the rules that govern the universe. He's a god king, a being that can destroy worlds, rewrite time-space rules, and judge souls with a single glance. Now let's talk about Xiao Yan. Xiao Yan begins as a fallen genius with no talent. But through effort, determination, and intelligence, he rebuilds his path with the flame mantra, one of the most broken techniques in his universe. It allows him to devour heavenly flames, some of the most dangerous natural phenomena in existence. Throughout his journey, he fuses flames like the green lotus flame, bone-chilling flame, and eventually forms the terrifying 3000 burning flame. These flames don't just burn, they vaporize space and distort time. He also becomes a top-tier alchemist. That gives him an edge, not just in combat but also in crafting, refining pills, manipulating internal energy, and using domain-level control over his surroundings. Xiao Yan is a master of Dao techniques, body tempering, and tactical fighting. He's one of the few characters who can beat someone stronger just by outsmarting them. And that's not all. By the end of Battle Through the Heavens, Xiao Yan ascends to the legendary Btth realm, a level not seen for over 10,000 years. His breakthrough causes natural disasters, space rupture, and even alarms ancient existences. In the follow-up timeline of the Great Ruler, he becomes known across the heavens. His strength evolves into universal-level power. He can create spiritual storms, resist dimensional collapse, and battle realm lords. With Skyfire 3 Mysterious Change and Heavenly Flame Nirvana Rebirth, Xiao Yan can resurrect from near death, amplify his power instantly, and crush enemies with layered attacks they can't anticipate. He doesn't just rely on raw power. His combat mind is razor sharp. He reads the battlefield, adapts, and counters faster than most divine cultivators. He uses Duqi, fire fusion, spatial awareness, and mental focus like a war strategist, always calculating, always evolving. Now let's compare them. In pure divine cultivation, Tang San has the edge. His godhood gives him access to higher dimensions of power law manipulation, divine suppression, space-time control, and judgment-type attacks. The fact that he reincarnates and quickly recultivates into near godhood shows how broken his foundation really is. His attacks affect both physical and spiritual planes, making him a nightmare even for other gods. But Xiao Yan is the embodiment of growth and adaptability. Unlike Tang San, who ascends through divine inheritance, Xiao Yan builds his power from scratch. He devours flames, crafts techniques, and creates his own fighting path. His body is trained for extreme combat, and his use of heavenly flames gives him the ability to annihilate wide zones instantly. If Tang San is divine control, Xiao Yan is elemental chaos, unpredictable, destructive, and always evolving. In a direct clash, if the fight happens in a divine plane, where law control is dominant and space is stable, Tang San likely takes the win. His god powers give him precision, control, and suppression advantage. But if the battle occurs in a chaotic or unstable realm, like the Duqi continent, or outside the heavenly tomb, Xiao Yan has the upper hand. His chaotic energy, fire fusion, and constant adaptation could overwhelm even divine control. Plus, his rebirth abilities mean he's hard to kill. Final conclusion, Tang San is the stronger cultivator in divine realms, with law-breaking power and spiritual suppression. But Xiao Yan is the superior fighter in chaotic real space fueled by fire, strategy and tenacity. In the end, it's not just a battle of power, it's a battle of philosophy. Divine Order vs Fiery Rebellion. Which one do you think would win if they met at full power? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more Donghua matchups. Until next time, stay strong and keep cultivating.